I decided that I want to retire early. I want to retire early. I was looking for a place as I was in Tanzania, a place that had peace, relief, a place where you could just build and not have to do the absolute most, where you can have like a partial sabbatical type of vibe. That's what I'm experiencing right now on Île de Maurice, the island of Mauritius, Africa. I have to tell you, all praises go to the Most High for me and my family being able to live our best lives. My children are thriving. They absolutely love it here. I always ask them, like, do you guys like it here? Do you guys want to go to a different place? And they're like, no, I want to stay here. I love it here. They love that they have the proper infrastructure for playgrounds and their toys and their schooling. It makes so much sense. Actually, we were talking to our clients in our group coaching, and they were so shocked when we told them that our phone bill is $8, okay? And the States, our phone bills were like $75, and in Tanzania, our phone bills were about $200 to $300 because we use a lot of internet. We are digital nomads after all. We run online enterprises, as you know. That's why you're watching this video, because I'm online filming it to you right now, and it's so beneficial to be in a place where you have affordable quality infrastructure. You can't beat that in these end times. And so if you're someone that's like, man, I want to retire in what Mauritius calls the silver economy. Now, I did not make up this term. You can check it out. I'll leave the website down below actually for you as well, because they do a fabulous job in being transparent and showing you their silver economy. Now, the premium digital nomad visa that we are on, that residency qualifies as the silver retirement economy. And so you may think it's clickbait for me to say that I retired early, but it's like actually like that's what they call the silver economy out here in Mauritius. It is the retirement visa, the premium visa. They have work, live, and play, but this is under the live section of the website where you are living your best life. You're not jumping up every 5 seconds having to do this, do that. Like, you get to enjoy the island. Let me walk you through what this looks like for us on a weekly basis. So, Monday, Tuesday, Mondays, I like to just wake up late, to be quite honest with you. I like to grab my coffee and just sit out here the way I am right now and let the sun shine on my face, because we all know how important vitamin D is. Sometimes I'll go to the roof and enjoy that as well. Sit by the poolside, talk with the children, have fun, start my week a little bit late, because that is the leverage that I have as a retired digital nomad in Mauritius, Africa, okay? And it's so beautiful. I'm so thankful for that experience. Also, when we go shopping, there's this wonderful mall that we go to. Sometimes we see other expats there, quite frequently actually, and locals as well. But this area of the beach and the mall, so I can walk to the beach within, let's see, it'll probably take like 5 to 10 minutes to get to the beach from the mall that most people shop at. One of our favorite malls, they have my favorite matcha tea. It's fantastic. Obviously the matcha tea people at Cha Time know me because I'm there quite frequently. I actually may want to go today now that I'm thinking about it, but that's besides the point. We go there, we can sit on the beach, gaze at the boat. Somebody will come up and say, hey, do you want to do a boat ride today? Not today, maybe in a few weeks, maybe not today, a little bit later, because it's a little cold, it's a little chilly. I don't want to do it today, but that's available to you. It reminds me of when we took our children to the Bahamas. May my dad rest in peace. After he passed away, we took it upon ourselves to say, you know what, life is so short. And you know what we did? We were like, we're going to take a cruise. We're going to take our young 3 children. Well, I was actually pregnant with number 3 on that cruise, on a cruise to the Bahamas. Now, we went in March and it was actually pretty cold, unfortunately, but that was the only time we could go because, our children were toddlers at that time, spring breaks. We were like, we're just gonna do it in March. They had a fabulous time, and that was literally their entryway into international travel. So our son at that time was 5, our daughter was 2, and they're literally just living their best life on this cruise in the Bahamas. That was the first time they had their passports. And I think that experience really opened them up to traveling Africa and traveling the world and being like, oh, this is good, I'm used to this. Because if you're unaware, the way that children's minds are, they're so impacted before age 7. So basically, ages 1 to 7, your child, your niece, your nephew, your grandchildren, their brains are mostly made up during years 1 through 7, meaning their experiences, the way they are parented, the way they're raised, where they're raised, what they see, what they do, how stressed they are. All of these things factor into what their personalities will be like, okay? So I wanted to give that context into why it was so easy for us to transition into a lifestyle like this, because travel is not something that was brand new to us. And honestly, when I think about it, even my aunt, she's of retirement age, and she's been living outside of America for actually longer than me on my mother's side, my aunt. I see her photos. Sometimes she'd be in Costa Rica, sometimes she's in Jamaica, island hopping. You know, she's taking some pictures of the mountains. And I was just like, go auntie, go live your best life, okay? Because growing up, we were 2 families on the block. Again, I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, very, very few black people. And if black people were there, none were homeowners. We were the only 2 homeowners on our street, and we happened to be cousins in the same family. I told you that's my auntie, all of that good stuff. And I just feel like, man, I think that's fabulous, because the way that we grew up and the way that you have to work hard in those societies, you deserve in your old age. That's how I feel like for her. Especially if she would watch this video, like, you deserve in your mature golden years, I feel like, to relax, and not in a nursing home. I feel like you enjoy relaxing on an island or something like that, you know? And this is something that's so close to my heart, because again, my dad passed away of a heart attack after he had 2 strokes at age 53. So for other people, this may seem like, oh, I kind of like Africa, or oh, I could kind of, for me, this is life and death. I am 100,000,000,000% unwilling. I'll let you know, right? I am 1,000,000% unwilling to self-sacrifice myself for any corporation. It may be a slow death, but it's still a death nonetheless. You know, in your 50s, you know, you should be retiring. I mean, Mauritius, literally by the time you turn age 50, lets you retire. And so you should be retiring at that point. That doesn't mean you sit around and do nothing, but maybe you do arts and crafts. Maybe you walk on the beach and pick up stuff, or you pick up shells, or play with your grandchildren, or find some new grandchildren, because there are plenty of children all around Mauritius. You know, maybe your life looks so much different, so much more beautiful, because at the end of the day, I just have to say it, I have to be 100 with you. I have to be 100%. I'm not a fan of hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind culture. I'm not. That's why I don't live in the West, and never will ever again in my life. Never. I will never live in the worst society on earth for your health, okay? I'll never do it, because I saw my dad hustle, hustle, grind, grind, grind. And he did his thing. He did good. He did excellent, okay? But at the end of the day, it did cost him his life. So I want to ask you, are you willing to have a slow death for what corporate America can give you? Or are you willing to decide to choose life and have a longer life if you choose the ancient path in the most simple way possible? That's my question to you. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you binge the Mauritius Africa playlist. I will leave it in this video, but I just wanted to give you that philosophical, real, like heart-to-heart feeling. This is how I think, how I feel, how I teach my children. And they saw it firsthand, because my oldest 2 children were alive when my dad was alive, and so they really saw it firsthand. That's why they are 120,000,000% into this mission. If you even mention America to our children, they will look at you wild. People meet our children, they're like, wow, they're intense. And it's like, yeah, we're in an intense world. This is life or death for people here. And again, it's a slow death, but death nonetheless. Shalom, shalom. Choose life and live. Seek the ancient path. Have a lower cost of living. I'll leave you with this. Here's my PS, okay? My email marketer brain going now for the PS. Here's the PS for you. My husband and I, we looked at our finances yesterday, and we were so happy and relieved to see. It's so beautiful. Praise Yah. Our rent takes up a whopping 25% of our income. Total income. 25%. So yeah, no, there's not one being on this planet Earth that can tell me that America or the UK or Canada is the best place to be, because I'm telling you right now, I am living my dream life. I am living it to the fullness, and we are touched and graced by the blood, the grace, the love and kindness of the Most High. His mercies, they are new every morning, and they are splendid, beautiful, immaculate. So I'll leave you with that. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video.